I just got back from court. And we're sitting there. I'm scared to death. The guy, he's like the deliverer of.
Is that the bailiff?
I don't know what he is. Yeah, but kind of a cop. He comes up to our like row and he goes, "Sir, I need to see you, please." And a guy got arrested right before me.
This guy he spoke to walked out in cuffs.
Yeah, walked out like on a ball and chain.
Yeah. And now it's you.
And he goes, "Sir, I need to speak to you, please." And my girlfriend is there. And I was like, together? Or like, he goes, "No, just you." And I was like, "What?" And I look at her, I go, "Oh, this might be it."
Do I need to say goodbye?
I'm like Jack on the Titanic, dude. I'm like, this is it. I'm about to say, I'm like, you might not see me ever again.
Yeah.
And he brings me out of the court, into this like private room. And he goes, "Do you make TikToks?" I go, "Dude, you can't do that." Net positive, baby. Dude, I'm a free man.
Free at last,
Let's not start off like that. We
Too late.
I just came from court.
Yep.
Yeah. Real court, though, not traffic court.
Real court.
Hey, shout out to the listeners all over the world. We are charting in. Currently, we are charting in the Philippines.
Oh, yeah. We're shouting out countries. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Philippines. What do you know about them?
I know they're great singers.
Filipino.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It seems like everybody from the Philippines can sing their heart out.
No, you know who? The new guy from Journey. You know, Journey
Yes,
is like,
exactly.
Is he Filipino?
I believe he is.
Yes, dude. That's their greatest export.
And if he's not, they would accept him because of how well he sings.
Well, we're charting. If we charting, we're going to start off the podcast shouting out a country that we're charting in.
Right.
Yeah, because they always pop up who was charting. The Philippines.
What do you know about the Philippines?
You know what? I feel like they get confused with Mexican.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Very true.
In their defense.
Mhm.
In their defense. They're like, "Dude, you Latino?" He's like, "No, I'm Filipino." Wait, is Filipino Latino?
No, I don't think that.
Oh, yeah, because that's Latin America.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, in Filipino, I know, is Joe Coy Filipino? His mom is. Yeah. Joe Coy is one of the great, one of the best. He's not. He's Filipino in something, I guess, then, right?
If his mom's Filipino, he has to be Filipino.
American. Wait, what?
Andrew brings up a good point.
What?
If his mom is Filipino, then he has to be Filipino.
No. Maybe half.
At least a piece.
Yeah. He's got to be.
That's how that works.
He's got to be some percent Pinot, bro. Yeah. No, it might
Grigio
not,
or
it might not be Philip.
Noir?
Okay, this is a terrible way to start the podcast.
Might not be Philip.
No,
So dumb.
no,
dude.
yeah, Philip. It is at the end. It is. Yeah. Let's figure it out. Who's Joe Coy's biological father? That's a weird way to start the podcast. Where if Alex is looking things up, Michael or Andrew, where is the Philippines?
Ooh. I'm going to say Latin America.
No.
Or South
No,
America.
dude.
South America?
No.
You don't know where the Philippines is?
No idea.
The Philippines is by Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
What?
yeah, dude.
I'm gonna abandon the Joe Coy thing, and I'm just gonna pull
on
up
the
a map
net.
of
On the
Philippines.
net, we're learning. Dude, we're 20
Wow.
seconds in, and we're already teaching Andrew things.
I
Look at that.
didn't think this was something
I
we
kn-
needed to teach.
Come on, bro. That's where the Philippines is. Look
Oh,
at
bro.
Andrew. Come over to Alex's computer for this
Here,
one.
Yeah, and cut to yourself so the
I mean,
fans can see how
this is
surprised you are right
embarrassing,
now.
dog.
So here's China, here's Vietnam, Indonesia.
Philippines.
So it's like
Wow.
this kid, man.
Falling
It's a
apart.
bad start.
Tough start, dude. Long weekend, but we're back.
Yeah, we're out here celebrating.
Yeah.
They were at the. You guys were at the Republican Memorial Day celebration. I was at the Democrat celebration, which I don't know how we ended up there.
Yeah.
That's how by chance.
Yeah.
How did you guys? We talked about this, by the way, before we on air, and
Yeah.
I made a joke. I go, "You sound like y'all were at the Republican version."
We were out on the lake.
That's Republican.
Took it out on the lake.
The lake
took
is
the boat
Republican.
out. Yeah.
Is barbecuing Republican?
Yeah.
Fireworks are Republican.
Yeah.
Let's see. A boat is Republican.
Just in general, yes.
Yeah, because in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember Trump had those boat things,
Boat things.
those boat like parades. Remember when he was trying to win the re-election?
Oh, I don't
There
think I
was
saw
this
this.
gigantic like boat. Yeah,
I'm for that. I think that's great. By
Yeah,
by
yeah.
land and by sea.
yeah. You know
know?
what else is Republican? You know what else is? But that would be an interesting question for email in. What is Republican by default?
Yes.
And I would say outdoors.
Just in general.
Outdoors is Republican.
Being outdoors or caring for the outdoors.
Oh yeah, good.
Because I think that's a fine line.
Yeah, caring for the outdoors. No, acting like you care for the outdoors is Democrat.
Absolutely. That's a blue thing.
No, they do care. They do care. I was
Sure.
gonna say acting like some act like are positioning like they care. Like, you know, Taylor Swift is like, we need to stand up for the environment, and she flies like private everywhere.
Right.
Like she'll emit more CO2 into the atmosphere than anybody on the history
most
of Earth.
Fortune 500 companies.
like Leonardo DiCaprio is like, we stand for the environment and flying private jets around.
Yeah.
But I would say national park cleanups are Democrat.
Yep.
For the most, if you polled those people
Mhm.
and asked them how they voted,
Yeah, I think if
They would be
you were to
Democrat.
take a survey of
clean up the parks,
the political stances
Yeah,
of
yeah.
park rangers across the United States.
yeah, messing up the parks, Republican, burning things.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That's actually an interesting line.
What?
Because it like
What is-
where does it shift?
Yeah.
From I agree with you, being outdoors, being in the woods, doing man stuff, like that's all Republican stuff. But at a certain point, it's like, oh, do you care for the trees though?
Yeah.
Because if you care for them, you might be.
yeah, you
like
might
that's
be,
that
might be on our
Venn
side.
diagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a little bit. Well, you might be.
That's like what was the other one we did? The Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood and the gays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Christian. No, Carrie Underwood.
Yes. Christians,
yeah.
gays.
Yeah, Carrie Underwood. Yeah, the
that's
Venn
what it was.
diagram. Yeah. I'm thinking, what else is Republican? Fire,
And just generally speaking, fire is definitely Republican.
explosives.
Yep.
Uh,
Firearms obviously fall there.
yeah, trucks.
Mm-hmm.
What? But why?
I mean, dude, I don't make the rules.
Rivers, riverbanks.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Do any bodies of water go left?
Let's see what bodies of water go left.
Like a pond? There's a pond,
No, not a pond. It had to be like a
fountain,
river, maybe a fountain, maybe a.
an ocean.
You know what? I think. Well, I was gonna say oceans because, like, if you look on the West Coast, but then Florida is also an ocean,
Right.
and that would go right.
Right.
Maybe
Correct.
Yeah, but if you're taking ocean, if ocean had to vote, ocean would vote left
Yes.
because they have Florida, but they also have all the way up the coast from Virginia all the way up,
Right.
and then they got the whole left coast.
That's
Now
interesting.
it's the
Okay,
left
so
coast, the West Coast,
how would the forest vote?
The forest would vote Republican.
I think so too.
Yeah, the forest. If
Camping, grizzly bears.
oh yeah, forest is voting Republican.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that Republicans want to hide
Mm.
out in the forest.
Mhm,
A lot of the bodies out
Right,
there.
right.
Yeah. And the ocean, the ocean is hiding the dead bodies of the mob, and those are different dead bodies.
Right.
Yeah, the ocean is a Democrat.
Yeah.
And the ocean, you know what?
It's the deep blue sea.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah,
you know what I
great
mean? We
point.
should have known
Yeah.
immediately.
And they do. The ocean needs for them to be represented. They're like someone on welfare by default. I'm not making any. They're by default they would vote Democrat because they're helping them.
Oh, they're subsidized.
Yeah,
Got it. Yeah.
there's nothing about-
The ocean is subsidized. Yeah.
After
yeah,
all
yeah.
this, the Democrats like, yo, what? After all we did for you, bro. Yeah, because they're big on like the raising of the water levels, and like that's on them. That's a left. Yeah.
Pollution.
Yeah, that's very cities wise. Yeah, it's a very. Well, tell us about how did you get into a Republican Memorial Day?
That's
By default,
That's my plan.
you're not choosing a side.
Every Memorial Day.
Oh, it is.
Get on, get
yeah,
on a
great
boat.
Yeah.
Get out on the water. At least one of the days. That's what we do.
Well, my buddy Dustin Nickerson, he has a great joke. He goes, "I want my barista. He wants my barista to be like Democrat, and I want like my CPA to be like Republican."
Nice.
Which is like you could say even if you are left, you want to have a right like Memorial Day. You're like, let me come over there and hang with you all.
Yeah, dude.
For
Yeah.
Memorial Day.
Burgers and dogs
Don't
on the
tell
grill.
anybody
Come
I'm
on.
out of here.
Yeah.
I'll go back to
Yeah. Put your phone in the yonder case
Yeah,
when you
I
go
go
on the boat.
back- Don't show anybody I'm here.
We're workshopping things here. This is
My brother-in-law said he's in Harvard at business school,
Mhm.
and he says these guys in his business class are like they want to have like a, I mean they didn't say it like this, they want to have like a Republican like weekend, like a Nashville. They're like, take us to like all the stuff,
Mhm.
and he's like, dude, we're going to like a lake. He said it's in the fall. We're going a lake day, then we're going Auburn, Alabama, in Tuscaloosa. Then we're going to Talladega.
Yeah.
Then we're having a Broadway night.
Yeah, dude, nailed it.
I go, you follow, like, you got to go on, like, Sunday afternoon to, like, the Republican National Convention.
Yeah, that's checking all the boxes, all of them.
You go, yeah. I say it was funny because I was at the Soho House.
Oh, that is left wing.
Yeah. Nice. We were like, Memorial Day kind of sneaks up on you.
Extremely quick.
And I was out of town doing something, and then we kind of woke up on Monday, and I was at the NASCAR race, and then I was like, oh, we got like
it's a day.
We got a day. Yeah, what are we doing? And it was like, hey, what's the pool city? Like a last minute, what's the pool situation?
Nice.
And they were like, let's go to Soho. And you're like, oh yeah.
It looked popping.
It was popping. It was very popping. Let's just say there was a lot of women with like armpit hair. The women to women with bangs ratio was the highest I'd ever seen. A lot of
just a big bang ratio.
A lot of men with lip filler, which is.
You ever done Botox?
I haven't.
Me neither.
Nah.
Would you?
Yeah, of course.
I would too.
Yeah, I think that's a thing that's not a thing anymore.
Left, is that blue or red?
Nah. I mean, it used to be like a thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's like I had a. It's not. Yeah.
It's more just accepted. You mean
take care of yourself? Yeah. Whatever you need. Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
I'm with that.
It's like it used to be like the lobotomy. Like, we're gonna cut your. You're like, all right. Yeah. Not really.
Yeah.
They're just somebody who wants to feel better about
They
themselves.
just stick you a couple times.
Yeah,
It'd be good.
But yeah, the people of the Philippines, welcome in.
Yes.
They're not gonna get any of that reference.
No.
They will, because we're touring in Canada up in the fall, and they're like, oh, we know everything.
Yeah, you got a bunch of dates going on, man. You want to run some?
Oh yeah, let me run a couple of these. We are going to this weekend, Louisville, Kentucky on Saturday. Are you coming out?
I'll see you there.
Oh, let's go.
Coming out, baby.
Oh, you're coming out on stage?
I mean,
We'll bring you out. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Alex will be in the meet and greet. He'll be around.
Yeah, dude,
if you come to the meet and greet in Louisville,
Let's do
Alex
that.
will be around. Washington, D.C. on Sunday. Sunday? Yeah, Sunday, 2 shows. Then we're going June the 10th, Salt Lake City, 2 shows. June the 11th, Colorado Springs. Then we're making a run through California, Sacramento, Fresno, Thousand Oaks, Las Vegas, San Diego, Anaheim, Goshen, Indiana, and Hattiesburg, Mississippi on July 28th, which is sold out. We can get to the rest of the states later.
Cool.
All good. I got a funny story for you
Hit me.
from court. I just got back from court.
Yes.
I'm trying to dance around this legally,
Fair.
but that's not really the point of the story. Okay, so there's people that are doing the accusing on one side and the people that are being accused on the other.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And
Prosecution, defense.
Yeah, and that's how court is.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a traffic court, that's how court is.
The blamers and the blamed.
Yeah. Easiest way to describe it. And there's like, we're at the 9:30 time slot. There's 50 people in there.
Time slot.
Or like it's not.
Yeah, the 9:30.
It's not like on TV.
Yeah.
Where like you approach and there's a jury. It's none of that. It's just like, hey, we got a bunch of y'all with this, and then they're like, hey, are the accused here? And they're like, yes. And if is the accuser here? They're like, yes. So if either one of them is not there, they rule in the favor of who's there.
Mm-hmm.
So we won, by the way. Which
go,
every
dude.
time I'm undefeated in court.
Let's go.
I'm
That's
undefeated
big.
in court.
That's really big.
Yeah. We okay,
I haven't made my debut yet.
I'm walking on very thin ice here to
Yep.
try to dance around, but that's not really the point. So I guess I'm doing the accusing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're on this side.
Right.
And the people that have been, what do you call it?
Accused.
Are on this side.
Yep.
Okay. So when there's like and they're like, hey, when you go in here, like the judge is there and like address her as ma'am, and please wear a nice outfit, men, shirt tucked in, no cell phones, like all the very like, and we have permission to like, they're like John Crist, and I approach and I present and I'm a very like, Your Honor, like all the like very formal.
Yes.
And there's guys that like a guy he's like, hey, are you so-and-so? Not related to us. Are you so-and-so? And he's like, we have a warrant out for your arrest. Cops came, arrested him. There.
Wow.
It's like life or death.
Real. It's really real.
Now mine wasn't like that, but yeah. So, and the guy goes, hey, do you have your evidence submitted to all these very like, we're sitting there. I'm scared to death. And I'm on the right side. I'm on the I would say good guy side, but everybody's on the good guy side.
You're there because of you. You're the one doing the accusing.
Yeah, but if somebody's accusing you, I would still be on the good guy side because I was like, I don't deserve to be accused.
Right.
So I think everybody there is on the good guy side.
Your side's the good guy side,
yeah, but
no matter what.
So is everybody's. Everybody at all times.
Right.
Okay. So we get
no one's wrong.
He's like, so we present our information. We sit down, and I was gonna say deliberating. That makes it sound more official than it is. We're sitting there, and the you know how like in Judge Judy, there's like the guy that kind of like he's like the deliverer of. He gets the.
Is that the bailiff?
I don't know what he is. Yeah, but kind of a cop, but kind of like a yeah. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, bailiff, so he goes. Yeah. He comes up to our like row and he goes, "Sir, I need to see you, please." And a guy got arrested right before me. And
the last guy he spoke to walked out in cuffs.
Yeah, walked out like on a ball and chain.
Yeah, and now it's you.
And he goes, "Sir, I need to speak to you, please." And I was like my girlfriend is there, and I was like, together or like? He goes, "No, just you." And I was like, "What?" And I look at her, I go, "Oh, this might be it." I might.
You're like, do I need to say goodbye?
I'm like Jack on the Titanic, dude. I'm like, this is it. I'm about to say. I'm like, you might not see me ever again.
Yeah.
And he brings me out of the courtroom, into this like private room, and he goes, "You make TikToks?" I go, "Dude, you can't do that." It was like the tire pump of the century, but you can't. I go, "Yeah, dude." He goes, "Dude, I love your TikToks." I go, "Dude,
way, bro." I would have been like, "Yo, does the judge know you're doing this right now?" Like, there's no way this is okay.
Yeah. But it was very like our situation was done, but we were waiting on like the paperwork.
Yeah,
and we were just like, he goes, "Sir, you," and I go, "But that's like it's like a bunch of humans in there,
right?"
And they're still. And then I was walking out. I was walking out. And we're on the accusing side, right?
Right.
And there's a guy on the accuser, like being accused side. And he goes, "I'm a big fan of your work, dude." I go,
it's so weird, dude.
I go, why can't the good people?
Yeah.
Like Tim Hawkins is a comic, has one of my favorite bits about how he, like the one of the cops goes to his church or something. And he goes, "Dude, we busted a meth house last night and we found one of your DVDs." You're like,
oh. That's like imagine finding out like
that's perfect.
Kim Jong-il is a big fan.
He's like,
of yours.
Yeah. You're like,
and just being like, I mean that's kind of cool, but like also
you raided somebody's like computers for like all the like terrorism. Like the first thing up was like my special. You're like, dude. I mean,
and he's watched it a ton.
Yeah, he's like the most viewed.
Yeah,
the second most viewed is like how to pull off the first. It's like
to the point where like law enforcement dives into your material and it's like, could this have inspired?
He's like, we just had to look at it a couple times because he's watching this a lot.
Yeah,
or like I guess some people's music would have inspired people
for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
Gosh, it's so funny. A lot.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it was a good. I go, oh, everybody in here is, and there's that Malcolm Gladwell book. But we talked about it before about people. You're trying to make split-second decisions on people, right? We've talked about this before. Have we?
I think a little
like
bit,
somebody comes, you're like, all right. If somebody comes to you on Broadway, it's like, can I borrow your cell phone? You go, okay. Is this a homeless person that they're trying to steal from me? Is this someone that actually needs help, right? You're trying to very quickly, you're trying to process all these type of things. And you're like in the courtroom, it's funny because you go, oh, that guy's guilty. Or like, oh, that person. But that may or may not be true.
Right.
Because if you were, I would come present myself in a woe is me, to try to get but the judge has seen all that.
Everything, dude.
Everything. And I said, and this is, I don't know what form, I don't know what the opposite of racism is or whatever you want to call this, but like the judge for this was a black woman, and I go, best, they're not for the BS. She had just, I don't know what you could find out who it is in Nashville. That she was incredible.
Yeah.
Just like not, and that wouldn't hear mine either.
No.
She goes, what are the evidence? I mean, she's probably just been there for forever. And she goes, I'm not just because people presented their like case, and she would go, what? And they go, Like, so, and it was
Just
awesome,
no
man.
nonsense.
I go, I want to stay here all day. She go, all right, you got to go.
Yeah.
No. You never been to court?
No, dude.
Stay out of it.
Yeah, that's
don't wanna
probably
be in
yeah.
court.
I mean, I hope
Yeah.
to never go.
You don't want to be in court.
Ideally.
Yeah. Well, we win.
But yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
but if you're undefeated, man, I
I
mean,
feel
you
like-
might as well keep going back. You
I
keep
feel like
winning.
I feel like Andy Dufresne when he climbs out of the thing at Shawshank, and he climbs out of the drainage thing and it's raining, and he's like, "I'm free."
That's you, dude.
We out here.
What a day!
What a day, bro. What you having a big week?
I watched your special this week,
The special,
bro.
Yeah, it's killing, dude.
Bro, unbelievable.
Special's killing.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
first of all. I
man.
want to say it on air.
Thank you,
like
man.
when I texted you about it, like
Yeah. It's killing.
laughed the entire time through, man. It
Well,
was phenomenal. And
Thank you, brother.
my wife had LASIK surgery, and so she couldn't watch,
Okay.
but she had to have her eyes
Yeah.
blocked for healing and all that stuff.
Really?
So she just listened to it.
Both eyes?
Yes, and
Yeah.
you're still funny when someone can't see you,
Huh.
which is great.
Well, a lot of blind people come to comedy shows.
Oh, that's right. You do have that story.
Yeah. Well, a lot of blind because they can. It's just a guy up there.
Yeah.
You can be. She's like, what is it? It's like John. It's black background. He's wearing a black shirt.
Yeah.
He runs around.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Quick Braille paragraph. Now you got it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'll take it from here. Yeah. No, it is. Everybody is the social media clips have already gone over like 6 million,
Crazy.
which is nuts.
Crazy,
dude.
man.
It's nuts. And then the everybody likes that 97% joke.
That was my favorite one.
Really?
The callback to it later on killed me.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many things that happened live that we left in.
Yeah.
Like the guy with the cowboy hat.
Yes.
I go, dude, we're in here. And then the Jake from State Farm thing. If you haven't watched it, it's on
That's
YouTube.
insane.
That's insane, dude. And I go, dude, what?
And that hadn't happened any
That
other
has
time
never
you've ran
happened.
that set.
Now the other thing has happened with the 97% callback.
Yeah.
Where because I usually am fishing for that.
Nice.
And I go, if somebody says, put your hand on your shoulder, hold your hand,
Right.
something like that. And
Yep.
then, that is a
So you're
callback.
looking for that one.
I have holstered that
Nice.
callback and it kills
Very nice.
if I can get to it.
Right.
Sometimes I can't get to it.
The Jake thing though is like
Unbelievable.
You couldn't have scripted it. That's
and then
crazy.
I go at Jehovah's Witness. Lady goes, "Oh God!" Like the lady goes, "I don't know if you heard that." She
Yeah.
goes, "Oh," and then there's like a couple different things that like that's why live is the best. That was a combination of two shows
Nice.
because we did two shows that night and we picked the
Yeah.
funniest part.
That's awesome, man. I
The
love
guy
it.
that comes up for the the guy goes, "What does your manly husband do?" And he goes, "Smoking meat."
Mhm.
And I was like, I never heard that before.
You could tell initially you were gonna rip on it.
I go, "Smoking meat."
Yeah.
Oh, like I was gonna do like a
Like you
sexual
were gonna make
joke about
you
it?
were gonna make fun of it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
immediately you were
But
like,
then everybody
"Nah,
was,
dude.
yeah, everybody was like, "No, that's what we do."
Yeah.
Here." Like, oh yeah,
Like,
Dallas.
that is some man
Ugh.
stuff,
Yeah, yeah. The 97% joke is that was in rehab.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Nice.
And I was like doing you have to do like a background of your because it's not. I think that that question was so shocking to me. Basically, the joke is, they asked me if I'm attracted to men or women, and I say women. And she goes, so you're heterosexual?" This is on the phone. She goes, "So you're heterosexual?" And I go, "Yes." And then she goes, "What percent?" And I was so, wait, what?
Yeah.
And I did say 97. That's it. I go, I don't know. I was like, for the most part. And
But you never know.
no, I'm not going to say 100. And I make a bunch of jokes after
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
didn't say live, obviously. But
Yeah.
I think it was so shocking because I went to the rehab facility I went to was not Christian.
Mhm.
And any kind of therapy or help or Bible study or no one would ever say that.
Right.
That's not even in the lexicon of like what.
Yeah, they don't go for the spectrum approach.
No,
there is
no,
no
there's no.
percentages. It's 100 or
And
none.
Yeah. And if you're 100, then they're praying for you to come to none.
Right.
There's no like, well, I don't act on it, but I'm not.
Right.
Or but like they had the same thing on the spectrum of people like with self-harm.
Mhm.
They were like, do you want to be alive? And they're like, oh, I could, not really, but like, have you thought about, ideation, like if you have suicidal ideation, like have you made concrete plans, meaning like have you Googled what's the best way to commit, and then have you acted on, there's like a whole spectrum there too,
Right.
So it's like they gather like what kind of danger are you in.
Yeah.
So it's the same type of question.
97.
I was like, I mean, But somebody sent me. So people have been sending me like emails.
Nice.
About like because every guy just think my jokes in the show is like what I follow Zac Efron on Instagram or like. And somebody said
it's the perfect punch for it too.
I go, and then I think I usually had said it, but it wasn't working, so I cut it out of the special. It was like, I mean, I'm straight, but like even like Clorox is like, hey, listen, we kill 99.99. Like we're not like just in case.
Even we're not going to say we get it all.
We're not saying 100. Yeah. We're not. Legally. We can't say we kill 100% of germs.
Right.
Like, we will.
Yeah.
And that's like the same type of high.
We got to leave room.
I watched this. This is from a guy who remained anonymous. I watched the special this weekend, died laughing, especially the 97% attracted to men. You should make this a mail-in bit. Guys, straight men that are like, hey, is this take me down a percentage?
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I did.
It's like our tire pump things. It's like you got to admit there's a certain percentage there that you're like, I don't know.
As in this guy says, I did a little evaluation myself. I have 8 Taylor Swift songs on my favorites. I don't think that
might be a percent.
That might be half. And then he says, I do enjoy a good muscle flex post
for himself, or he double taps on others.
I don't know. I don't know if he double taps, but he says like if you see another guy. Like doing like working out, you're like, okay.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you might like stop on it for like longer. But then
you can appreciate a good bodybuilder.
It's a funny idea.
Yes.
It's because that's not how I'm guessing.
That's not how sexuality works.
Yeah, no.
But it's funny.
Not how it works at all.
Right.
But like it's funny that you're like the stereotypical things like, oh, did you wear pink like in high school? Like that makes you gay. Or like, yeah, no, not really.
Yeah, for me it would be like I enjoy
none of those things.
Anytime I'm drinking alcohol, it's something fruity, something pink or purple or red or something.
Or like
fruity like that.
does this qualify me?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably ran through 50 punchlines before I decided on the Zac Efron.
Nice.
And didn't I say like in my algorithm he comes up first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
like,
said he's showing up often.
He's showing up number 1.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, why is he there? Oh, yeah. And then I said, what did I say to my buddy? Oh, I got the shoulder massage.
Yes.
The barber was like, you want the shoulder massage? I go, I can't risk it.
Yeah, dude.
And then I had one that didn't really make sense. I go, me and my buddy showed up to like lunch somewhere, and they were like, you want a booth or the patio? And he's like, patio. We're like, that's not a good sign.
Little too eager there, man.
Yeah.
Little too eager for the patio.
Sitting on the patio. Yeah. They're like playing frisbee golf or whatever. Yeah. That's one of them.
I really enjoy mimosas.
Yeah, my buddy's like, yeah, but the reason the bid is funny because that's not how it works,
right?
At all,
right?
But that's how society.
That's great. How much thought was there to do it in Dallas? Was it Dallas?
Yeah, it was in Dallas. Yeah, we sell a lot of tickets there.
Were you considering other markets?
It's kind of like where the end of the tour is. I mean, you wouldn't go anywhere, but you go, hey, these last 3 weeks of the tour, you don't want to do shows after you film.
Okay.
After you film, you want to be off.
Got it.
You don't want to do like, hey, I filmed and then I have 2 more weeks of tour.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Still doing the same stuff that you're like, you're trying to recycle.
Right.
Yeah. Now, but Dallas is good because we sell a lot of tickets down there.
Nice.
And it's I think we might do our next one in Phoenix.
Cool.
That's
it's great down there.
Yeah, it's amazing down there.
Really nice.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about that the other day. I think we were talking about it's similar to Denver. We talking about Phoenix because you go, hey, if we're going on like a guy's trip to like Atlanta, what do you do? It's over.
Right.
Denver, it's over.
Yeah.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll hold that. We'll hold that.
Alex had a hot week on TikTok.
Oh, dude.
Because of your Denver take.
The Denver take blew up.
Hot take.
I thought honestly it was going to be a lot worse than it was.
Yeah.
Like I thought for sure that it was going to be a lot of like negativity coming my way. And I was prepared for it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
That's the thing, dude. That's the thing when we have like accurate takes.
Yeah.
People go,
yeah.
No lies spoken.
I like have somehow become the spokesperson for anti-Denver. Didn't expect to be thrust into this position, but I'll wear the crown.
Yeah, I'll take it if I have to. They did this to you.
I'm just going to be honest about it. Like that's it. I'm just going to keep being honest.
That was the hottest I've ever had. That was the hottest take I think you've ever had.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, we got one message about the I want to read this to you. You're going to have a wild thought about this.
Okay.
We have a message from my special.
Wow.
And so, all right, every time I do something of note since 2019, people come out to be critical.
Okay.
That's common though.
Sure.
I release a podcast. Anytime we've had like some of our takes go
Bathsheba.
bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I would say even like some of the Matt Rife stuff, and even some of the Michael W. Smith stuff, it started picking up once it goes outside of like my supporters.
Right.
And that's every time I do something of note.
Right.
Release a special, release a book. And I want to say to everyone who's also ever been critical of me, good to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing something good again? Good to see you.
Nice.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because my stuff got to you.
Yeah.
What's up?
You're welcome.
Yeah. What's up?
Not you're welcome. Like you're welcome. Like, hey, you're welcome.
You're
welcome.
Hey,
come on.
Yeah. Yeah. You're. Hey, all is forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm not even this. Somebody that I posted about my special, and somebody says, "Please get off the internet and go to hell." I don't even say the word.
Blank.
Bad word.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, "Please," though.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice guy.
All right.
Yeah. Please get off the internet and go to hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letter word. I just leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it on the
Mm-hmm.
And I go, and normally I would never respond to that. I wouldn't even see it. This is crazy, dude. So at 10, 12 a.m. the next morning, I had gotten up and I had nothing to do. I was laying in bed and looking at the response to everybody's like, just don't look. I'm like, all right.
Gotta look.
Yeah. Yep. Come on. Also, although you didn't see the Denver thing.
Which?
You didn't see the Denver feedback.
No.
Yeah, because you're above it, dude. Because you're making money.
No, I'm reading all those comments. Stop it.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I go, dude, I think he blew up on TikTok. You go, what? Yeah.
I didn't see TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I said, and I never want to have something screenshotted and used against me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why everybody comes in my DMs. I go, well, you're going to use this against me.
Right.
So I would never.
Don't put it in writing.
Never.
Yeah.
But they did.
Yeah.
And then I said, please get off the internet and go to hell, you blank, blank, blank. I go, unfortunately, I can't do that for you, my guy. I was like,
sorry, bro. Can't
do it. It's not necessary to say I shouldn't have, but I should never acknowledge somebody like this. And there's millions of people that support me and love me. I should acknowledge them first. I'm going against my own recommendations.
Correct.
Respond. I can't show you the screen this, but I'll just respond all caps. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 exclamation points. Somebody broke into my account and sent a bunch of hateful messages to random people I follow. I love your content and believe God's forgiveness covers all sins. And if Jesus' death wasn't sufficient for you, it's definitely not sufficient enough for me.
Initial question.
Okay.
Let's just start here.
Yeah.
Timestamp on their first message.
1:41 a.m.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
Your Honor, that's all we have.
Yeah.
We'll rest.
My case rests. Yeah. That's always how it is. Yeah. I respond in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been, whether you're under, I would say under the influence, just lonely or just like laying in bed.
You're not having the same mindset as 1:41 p.m. I'll tell you that much.
So, I'll tell you that much. What was the time say? 1:41? Okay. Yep. Good. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, the judge you had this morning would have thrown this out.
Yeah. I'll see you. Yeah. But
Thank
no.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, no one stole your phone at 1 a.m.
And then gave it back.
Yeah. And found me. And he seems to know about me personally. So he must have stole your phone, researched me, looked up my background, tweeted that, and returned your phone to you while you were asleep.
Yeah. Crime's just not the same as it used to be.
No, not the same.
That's a totally different.
Man, people are on another level. Yeah. All right. And this is like kind of like the internet. And I said to him, and I looked at his profile because, of course, like once somebody says something, you're like, what has this guy done? Right? You want to get all in there and he's like makes music.
Mm-hmm.
He makes music, and he's like he makes funny music, like fun. And I go, all good, my brother. I said you are forgiven. I watched that Fireflies, like Firefly, that Fireflies video.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun. I go, I watched that Fireflies trumpet video made. It's pretty funny. Keep it up, man. You're talented. Godspeed, brother.
Nice.
And he goes, you made my whole day.
Yep. What's the takeaway? Where's the net positive there?
Okay. That to me is everybody on the internet.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's very human.
That's everybody on the internet,
Yeah.
and like we've said things about people. I am this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not. I would like to say I'm not, but I'm on the scale of this guy.
Yes.
We've been critical, but
97%.
Yeah.
3%.
Yeah, 3%. Where we've been critical of if somebody that we're gonna make fun of people today on the podcast that if like they were like, hey, we saw your stuff, and we really stand up for climate activism, and we were sad that you roasted us. I'd be like, oh,
yeah.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know.
No, I think on the spectrum, yes, there is a little bit of that.
Yeah, and they said, hey, we want to come through. And I go, yeah,
sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You're not as vehemently like,
you know what I think it is?
It humanizes somebody.
Yeah, and I think it's like I don't see, and I think you feel the same way too. It's like you don't see people as if they are their ideas.
Yeah.
Like you can feel this way about some things, and I'll still be your friend, even if I definitely disagree with you.
Yeah,
That's okay. Like,
and
I'm fine
I think
with
we do try, when we have been critical of someone, we do try to say, hey, we don't either not the guy or we don't like this idea, or we do try to. I would never start a DM to somebody like that. I would never do.
Right.
I would never. I have never and will never.
Right.
I would never do that to say something like that to a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you go, hey man, what? But there's other people on the internet that like that. If they come with this, I'm trying to do but if you come with like love, it's like, oh, if they come this way, they want you to come back this way.
Right.
And then you can, that's fun.
Yeah.
It's
right.
Or you don't have to look yourself in the mirror.
Right.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But you go, hey, all good, my man.
Yeah. There's nothing more disarming than like just immediate compassion.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, dude, I'm sorry you're at wherever you're at right now.
And I like your video. It was funny.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law said it's funny. He goes, he's going to be like, Mom, look what John said about my videos. And he goes, what do you mean? He goes,
don't scroll up.
Check this out. He's like, what? But that
message unsent.
Yeah. Hey, check this. Yeah. But the way of, I always say like the message of Jesus, which is like, hey, you're going to be, do whatever y'all want down there, but you're going to be better off forgiving them.
Yeah.
Like, but this is like every time I kind of put those ideas like to the test, like they
stand up.
Yeah. I don't know how else to say that.
Yeah.
But like, hey, put others in front of yourself. Like whenever I could go serve or like, oh, this might be the way. Mm-hmm. No, this is the way.
Yeah. There's a reason why it's been pretty successful for the last 2,000 years.
Yeah. For somebody who has like, I go back and forth with, I don't want to say anything about my personal life, but like for a legal reason for what we just went through, but like you're like, oh, I'm not here to have someone be miserable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not like for the people that have accused me of things or are angry at me or like, I don't like, do you wish for their death? I go, no.
I think it's like for me conceptually, I think about like just zoom out. Like if you zoom out far enough, it's like, okay, we're all just people on this planet trying to get to the next day. Like that's all we're trying to do.
Trying to make it. Yeah. And
so like you're going through whatever, I'm going through whatever.
Oh, I was going to tell you about we reached out to a couple of the there's like some like Republican like meme pages.
Yeah.
That'll post like content, like Republican like jokes.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, some of my special does lean a little bit that way. And I was like, hey, would you guys do like a collab for some of these jokes? My special just got released, and they sent me back like the rates, and it was like $2,000 an hour to be like up on. You go, oh
yeah, the game's changed.
Because like so like if you are that, and like you see like the target gender thing, you're like, just push it to the, I don't know what level you like believe that you're like, oh, this is maybe say you feel sympathetic towards other people. Like you're like, I think all the Republicans and Democrats are like having dinner together in Washington D.C. or like, oh, they just like once it started going and you're on a side, you kind of just, it's more and more money and there's more and more like you're more and more dug in. And you're just like, so then you, basically meaning, oh, I don't sympathize, but I go, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're making money. Cool.
Same.
Good for you. That's what I'm trying to do too.
Me.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. You are? I am too.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it goes, Oh, you're just like, you bought a Mercedes and you got a house and then you got your kids in private school and you're like, hey, this Bud Light thing came up and you're like, yeah, we got to push this to the audience because they love it and we get paid. So you're like,
yep. No. It's a game. Got it.
We're
all playing a game.
And if you have more like, you're like, how could they, Republican or Democrat, how could they say these things about the other side? I go, they're probably good people.
Yeah.
Or not good. They probably are. They are people.
Do you think most people are good people?
Yep.
I do too.
I think a lot of people are capable of doing a lot of horrific things.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what, unfortunately, is on the news.
Mm-hmm.
But most people are, yeah. You go out to a game, you're trying to look at a parking lot when you're trying to leave a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to get out, but they're also like,
yeah.
You know, most people. There would be the guy that's drunk and tries to cut the guy off. There's two guys in the trucks, and they get out and fight in the parking lot. But for the most part,
and that's kind of entertaining for everybody else too. So thank you to those guys.
Dude,
come
you're
on,
good,
man.
bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and to absolve yourself, or go through the process of forgiveness, unfortunately, is the way.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, all right, what are you gonna do then? You gonna wake up every morning and strap that on? All right, yeah. Good luck.
Too much.
Speaking of, baby, wait, we're not speaking of anything related to this. Caldera Lab, back in the sponsor. What are we calling? What is the sponsor? Shoot, the bin
roster.
Yeah, back in the roster.
Yeah.
Back all they've been where
bandwagon.
Oh, back in the chamber.
Nice,
the sponsor chamber. They here, baby. May. Now, I'd like to propose something new for our listeners, if I may.
You may.
A new sponsor for the show, not new. We've had it before.
Right.
Caldera Lab, baby, is here to get your skin summer ready. Backed by the leading clinical trial where 9 out of 10 men, sorry, ladies, experience healthier and visibly improved skin.
That's almost 97%.
That is close. That's 90. Yeah. Caldera Lab has the tools to keep your skin fresh and confident as the weather heats up for the summer. That is true. I have it all on my counter in my bathroom. Today, we have an exclusive offer for your audience so you can try it for yourself. We have an exclusive offer for our audience and you can try it for yourself and see why so many men trust Caldera Lab. I do.
Me
Alex
too.
Does.
Yep.
For your skincare needs, use code NETPOSITIVE20 at calderalab.com for 20% off the best products. Caldera Lab. I would say, which ones do you use?
The main one I use is the moisturizer one.
After.
I use that
I
like
use the wash.
Like when I get out of the shower.
Yeah.
So I'll shower and I put that moisturizer one on and it's amazing.
It feels good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Everybody said my skin be looking great.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It feels like when like how good it feels after like you haven't had water for a long time and then you drink water and you like feel it go all the way down into your stomach. It feels amazing.
I feel that way.
That's what this feels like when you put it on your face.
I feel that way about Red Bull.
Nice.
It just goes into my fingers.
Yep.
I used to feel that way about alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that's how you feel about Caldera Lab. That's not in the notes.
That's not in the notes, but that is how I feel about it.
It's good for me too. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, because you get out of you don't know what to. Men, we don't know what to do.
No,
we need someone to tell us.
Yeah, and these guys take care of it.
In all other ways of life, we need no one to tell us. But in this area, give it up to somebody else to tell you.
Yep.
20% off with our code NETPOSITIVE20 at calderalab.com. And they're going to send you a whole setup, by the way.
Yeah, it's the whole spread.
You're going to like this thing when it comes into your most of the stuff we sponsor is like that.
Yeah.
People are into presentation.
Yes.
And this thing, you open it up, it's like in Rush Hour when they delivered that $20 million to get the girl that they kidnapped. It's like, and it opens up. But dry ice comes out of it. They don't have dry ice, but
you can hear like a choir in the background.
Get yourself taken care of.
Yeah.
1, 2, the clean slate, the base layer, the good.
Yeah, it's the regimen bundle. That's what you're looking for, guys. Go ahead and grab that. It's a twice-a-day routine. It will transform your skin.
And people listen. A lot of people say that my eyes are like glassy a lot, and I in fact do not smoke any weed, and I never have. Yeah, I never have.
Just had a quick check.
No, I was gonna think I say I never will, and I was like, I don't know if I can.
Yeah,
I don't think I.
Don't put it in writing.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that. Don't put it in writing.
20% off our code NETPOSITIVE20 at calderalab.com. That's 20% off at CALDERA lab.com. NETPOSITIVE20 is your code.
Take care of your face, baby.
Yeah.
I would say there's a lot of people in court that didn't have it.
Just catching strays.
They're like, dude, what do I have to do? A lot of people that live,
they're like, dude, this is the worst day of my life right now. You're here accusing people. I'm being accused. You're gonna critique my skin right now.
Low level court is like not the fringes of society right now. That's a good way to say that.
There's not many Elle Woodses walking around in there.
Not too many. What does that mean?
What movie is that?
Elle Woods.
Yeah, it's Reese Witherspoon. She plays Legally Blonde.
Not too many people. Yeah,
is it Legally Blonde?
Walking around in there with their face being manicured. I was though. That's maybe why the judge ruled in my favor.
That might. Hey, you can't say it's not.
Can't say it's not.
Yeah.
Let's go, babe. What do you want to do? Get to the news? Get to the internet with the internet roundup.
Yeah, you brought some links with you today.
Oh, this is not news.
Where do you want to start? Before we get to news,
I need you and Andrew and everybody to get into this.
All right.
Okay. So
we'll share the mic.
and no one's opened this.
No, I haven't seen this.
Or it's like TikTok. What do you call it? Blind react.
Blind react.
This is a blind react. All right, Andrew, you ready for this? All right, open up the link.
It's just spam.
Is it? That's it.
It's just viruses.
Okay, look. How do you brush your teeth? Water, toothpaste, water. B, water, toothpaste. C, toothpaste, water. D, toothpaste.
So we're talking about the order.
Yep.
That you
look at Andrew. This man is perplexed, and I thought about this, and I know what mine is.
So the ingredients are water
the
and
order.
Toothpaste.
A is you go water on the toothbrush.
Yep.
B, toothpaste on the toothbrush.
Yep.
Then water again.
Right.
So you go water, toothpaste, water.
Mm-hmm.
B is water on the water, toothpaste.
Mm-hmm.
C, toothpaste, water. D, just toothpaste.
Okay, Andrew.
C.
Toothpaste then water.
So you're going toothpaste on the dry toothbrush.
Yep.
And then water.
That is correct.
On record?
On record.
In writing. All right.
In writing.
Alex?
I go water, toothpaste. I go water, toothpaste, water.
A. Okay, I go A.
Okay.
Yeah. I get the toothbrush wet. Put toothpaste on it. Get it wet again.
Do you have a reason for why?
Yeah, I read this.
It's just a mindless habit that you do every day. Like, do you have reasons why you do it that way?
Well, let's just rule out if you just go toothpaste, you're
serial killer.
Yeah, you're a serial killer. Yeah, you need to talk to a therapist.
Yeah, that's wild.
Just toothpaste in your mouth?
Crazy.
That's nuts.
Crazy.
Dude.
No water whatsoever.
Does anyone do that?
That's like just getting soap and just not like no water at all and just
no. Yeah. All right. What do you do with? What do you
basically just lubricating your body? That's all that is.
Well, what do you do? What do you do at the airport to wash your hands? You go water, soap, water.
Yeah.
Is that? Do you?
Water, soap, water.
Not soap, water.
No.
You don't do soap in the dry hand?
No.
I don't either.
Okay. Andrew, same?
Andrew goes toothpaste, water.
But you switch it up then when you go for toothpaste. Because John and I are consistent then. We go water, toothpaste / soap, water. You switch it up though.
Yeah, but I think it's because with soap, you need an initial base of water for the soap to actually rub in.
Okay.
I don't think you really need the bristles of your brush to be wet for the toothpaste to settle in.
What's our rebuttal?
Dry toothpaste in your mouth is insane.
That's nuts.
You gotta do the toothpaste water at bare minimum.
But B is not represented here. Water on the toothbrush, then toothpaste, then your mouth.
Straight to mouth.
You can't go dry toothpaste to mouth.
But the toothpaste and water don't mix when it's sitting on your toothbrush. It's not making it wet, is it?
So wait, we can actually rebuttal why A doesn't make any sense because
I would say mine doesn't make sense. That's what I've been doing.
If you guys think B doesn't make any sense, then A wouldn't make any sense either because why would you need to do the first one?
So why do you do the first water?
I feel like there's other look at Andrew. He thinks he's got it. He's got us nailed in the corner here.
Yeah.
No. Okay. I feel like
we forget how you started the episode not knowing where the Philippines were.
He's like, I got him. It's my
goldfish memory.
I would say I feel like there's maybe some like impurities or something on the brush.
Yes, because it sits out in the open air of your bathroom. That's why I rinse it.
But rincing wouldn't solve anything really.
For sure, but mentally though, it allows me to then put it in my mouth. So for me, it gets me there.
If you picked up a toothbrush, put toothpaste on it, put water on it, put it in your mouth, I feel like I'm just like a quick rinse off here. Like Like you get a bowl out of the like cabinet that you haven't used for a while to like make a salad. You're like, let me
rinse this out.
Yeah, a rinse. That's what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
It's a rinse.
I wonder what everyone else does.
The second water though, that's what I was going to work towards.
Yeah.
That second water really doesn't make much sense if you've already wet
watered
the brush.
Yeah. You're going back.
I add a step here.
Okay.
I brush my teeth in the shower, first of all, so that already gets me.
No. He's done. No, dude. What?
Wait, Denver sucks. Denver sucks, right? Don't you guys agree, right?
What's in the shower? What? Why don't you just put body wash on that toothpaste?
Yeah, the 12-in-1, the one that's...
All right, all right, Andrew, Alex might be out.
Come on, man. You guys don't... Why? Why wouldn't you? How annoying is it every time you brush your teeth at the sink, you get that trickle of water down your forearm.
Okay.
And it's so cold and uncomfortable, and you got to dry it off every time. So now do it in the shower. There's no such thing, dude. You're already wet.
But it's hot water.
So?
Gross.
I brush with warm water, and then I rinse with...
You don't change the water in the... Now he's lying.
If I brush my teeth out of the shower, because I'm not exclusively a shower brusher.
Okay.
If I do brush my teeth out of the shower, if I'm like not at home or something, I'm traveling, whatever, I will change the water temperature and rinse with cold water.
In your mouth?
Yeah. So I'll brush with warm, I'll rinse with cold.
Oh my God.
Ask me why.
Like,
it just feels cleaner to rinse with cold.
Because you step out of the shower, you're top to bottom. You're everywhere clean.
Dude, I'm ready to go.
What, Andrew?
What's the temperature of your water when you brush your teeth?
Cold.
100% of the time cold. Yeah, same.
Yeah, in your mouth? Never. Yeah, you know, hot. Oh, does anyone brush your teeth with hot water?
I do in the shower.
Yeah, but if you're not.
I do in the shower. Wait, but this isn't even the step that I was going to tell you that I had. I haven't even told you that part yet.
Go.
I'll rinse in my mouth first before I even brush. So I'll rinse my brush. I'll put the toothpaste on it. Yeah. And then I'll put it under the water. Yeah. And then I'll put water in my mouth and do a quick swish and spit. And then I'll brush.
Like a mouthwash type situation?
Just with water though.
Huh. Post or during?
Pre.
Oh,
I pre-wet my mouth with shower water.
I think
Am I talking myself off the show right now?
If I was the judge, your case is thrown out. It's like it's been too. What's it called when the jury is like
It's a hung jury. They just
they go, hey, we gotta restart this over.
Mistrial.
It's been mistrial.
Get them out of here. I don't know. Come back when you guys got a better case.
Can we clip this?
Yeah.
We can put that let's clip it over something and see what everybody says.
I want to know what people do. There's no way I'm the only one brushing in the shower. The extra step, I know that's weird, but
brushing in the shower, I think is what?
The warm water is the weirdest part.
Yeah, that's the weird part.
That you would when you're not in the shower, that you would brush your teeth with warm water is, I just can't imagine doing that.
I can't imagine doing that either.
Why?
Yeah. You go brush, all right, I get the water, toothpaste, water. But yeah, I do get in the shower, but I wouldn't.
I didn't know I was this
All
weird.
right, well, hey, Andrew, you know what you got to think about here is that you can only brush your teeth in the shower. Do you have another one outside of the shower? You have to.
No.
Why do I shower like once every 3 days?
I'm showering at least twice a day.
Oh, you do?
Morning and night.
See, that's irrelevant.
And so it's consistent. But that said, if I am in a situation where let's pretend maybe I eat Mexican and then I'm going somewhere and I don't need to shower
before. Into the shower?
I'll grab my toothbrush, I'll take it out and brush in the sink. Yeah.
That seems like a lot. And we're not rich to have two toothbrushes. We're not that rich.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's another level of money that we don't.
No, the show's doing well. It's not doing that well.
That's what's his name on that yacht in Monaco? the MMA guy. Conor McGregor was on the yacht in Monaco at the F1 race by himself.
Nice.
Like alone. And everybody's like getting on him on the internet. Yeah.
All right, yeah, we'll ask people how they feel about this one.
All right, up next. Oh, this is a hot day of news. Oh, all right, this is not news. This is just funny though. Okay. You read this. Read this.
Here's the headline. I haven't. This is all new to me too. These are all the things John brought in.
Okay.
We charged our 19-year-old daughter $200 a month rent to live at home after she decided not to go to college. What's wrong with that? End quote.
All right. Read the four.
A Texas rancher couple sparked a debate over charging adult children rent. Erica and Cody Archie asked their daughter 19 to pay, 19's the age, not her name, 19 to pay rent after high school. As of July 2022, 50% of 18 to 29-year-olds were living with one or both of their parents. What? The highest in 50 years.
Wow.
So half of 18 to 29-year-olds are living with one or both of their parents.
All right.
That's insane in itself.
That's a lot. Okay. And all right. Well, should we just try to defend both sides here, or should we just have a take?
Pick a side. Go ahead.
I mean, you know what my side's going to be. No, I guess you don't.
I don't.
All right. First of all, when you say a Texas rancher, this guy's rich. Okay, this guy's rich. Unfortunately, this guy's rich.
Yeah.
Okay, and I promise you, the parents do not need this money.
Yeah.
They do not need this money.
Yeah.
And I would say even it would be a situation where they would save all that money, and then when she finally decides to move out, they give it all back to her or something like that. But they
have it in a fund somewhere. It's actually appreciating
for her. Yeah.
She doesn't know it.
The Texas Rancher couple sparked debate. All right. So your kid said they don't want to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, what they're trying to do is teach them a lesson that they're going to have to take with them for the rest of their life. Because the alternative here is, okay, because if you move into someone else's home, like you move to a different city, move in with, like, if you are at the house you live in, grew up in, that means you also have access to the milk, the food, the pool, mom's car,
electricity,
the yard,
heat, AC.
You have all the stuff.
Yep.
It's not like you have to pay if you go to someone else's house. Like, this is your fridge. This is your childhood home. You have everything. $200 is very cheap.
Yeah.
For rent. Mm-hmm. If you go elsewhere, you're going to pay, I don't know what the city that is, but like if you live here, it's going to cost $1,200
at least
a month if you want to live by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So what they're saying, how long does this go?
Right.
How long does living here?
There's got to be a line.
Well, but again, I guess if you're in like another country or something like that, you're like, you have a place, you live, you're free, you're good.
Right.
But I guarantee this girl is not. She's not behaving like her parents behaved at 19. Then that's why you're like, you need to get a job.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lesson. It's a lesson.
It's not an economic. It's not we need money or we need to. It has nothing to do with that.
No.
Right? Because also, if you live in a Texas ranch, $200, the ROI on what she's getting is probably $2,500.
Yeah. This is a no-brainer. Because she's also probably living in her own wing of the house or in like a house that's off the main house.
She has her own exit. Like her boyfriend can come in. Yeah. They got their own Netflix password.
Yeah.
They got everything.
Yeah. $200 a month covers the water bill.
If someone said you have to pay $200 a month, I go, say less.
Yeah. My question is like, do you have more rooms? Because I would like to come take one.
Yeah, we'll come to, hey, we need
great.
we need a podcast studio.
There you go. we pull up?
Yeah. $200 a month? Yeah.
It's cheap. Yeah. It's extremely cheap. So and I don't think that's teaching her anything.
Oh, good point. So you're like, well, it's not teaching her anything anyway.
Yeah.
You might just let her. It's one of those things.
I think a meaningful conversation would be more weighty than $200 a month.
Yeah, we don't know them, obviously.
Right.
But it's something like, hey, like, well, I guess, I mean, is your goal to get them out? Because in maybe a lot of the areas.
To get your parents out?
No, to get to get her out.
Maybe that's the move. She's like, I'll just stay here until the parents leave.
Yeah,
and then this
wait
is mine
out.
Yeah. Go ahead, though.
It's a war of attrition.
Yeah.
If she's 19, or I mean, if her parents are probably in her 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
50s,
I mean, she's a kid.
Yeah. If it's a conversation, hey, you're not going. She decided not to go to college. I'm guessing, inferring that her parents wanted her to go to college.
Right.
Yeah. I'm assuming.
Right.
Sure, somebody else is like, hey, you should.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I'm not gonna.
Yep.
And you're like, all right, well, you got like if you graduate high school in May, you got June, July, August, September.
Yep.
I guess. Then, hold on, she has $1 million.
So hold on, I just scrolled down. Yeah, hold on. This changes everything.
Hold on. Yeah, I saw that too. Hold up.
So the parents.
Hold up. I threw everything I say out the window.
The parents are Erica and Cody.
Oh, no.
They have nearly 1 million followers on TikTok where they post videos of their life on a ranch.
All right.
So now this frames the entire thing differently.
Okay, everything's different now. Everything's different.
Because there they are.
Okay.
He has the meanest mustache of all time.
Yeah. Oh, this is like this is like their.
This is their brand.
Oh, they made a post. Oh, okay. All right. This is like their personality.
Yeah.
All right. Let her stay, dude.
Yeah.
I'm on her side now.
Yep.
I'm 100% on her side.
I am too.
Yeah. Because now it's like we need to like teach them. But the girl was like, yeah, I'm trying to like, I'm trying to get my teaching certificate, or I'm trying to. I thought it was a little harsh. I mean, maybe a little leeway. I thought the two are in general agreement. $200 a month is pretty cheap to live. It is.
He said $200 a month is plenty cheap to live like a grub in your parents' house. Said Cody.
Tough.
That's what the father said.
All right, the video is probably like making her to be like she like Maury, or like Jerry Springer. All she does is lay around the house and all right, but probably not.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say you decide to have a child. You decide to have a child, not the other way around. What else are they gonna do if she never decided at her home? Good point. My mother made me pay $500 a month to rent to live at home with her. This was 20 years ago. That's tough. Dude.
Whoa.
$500 a month.
That was probably like $2,000 back then.
I would say, here's what I would say, more of like that stat is nuts.
The stat of the 18 to 29-year-olds, half of them living with parents that's mind-blowing to me. The last time it was, so we're at 52% as of July 2020. Yeah. That's kind of skewed though because of COVID. I feel like a lot of people had to go back home.
Yeah. I had to move home.
But the highest prior to that was 48% back in 1940s.
That's crazy.
So Great Depression.
After the Depression.
Yeah.
Everybody moved back in. Yeah. So basically you're saying, but what do you have to do to move out? Money. You have to have money.
Right.
You just have to have money. You have to have a job.
Yep.
Yeah. And you have to have a decent job. And you're like, I mean, when you first start to move out, you know how that is. Mm-hmm. It's like you're looking at this money and you're looking at the incoming and outgoing. Like, man, if I didn't have rent.
Yeah.
Because you can't buy a house.
Right.
But you don't want to live with your parents.
Right.
So you go, if I didn't have rent, I would be killing it.
Yeah.
And everybody has to live with some roommates, live with a couple roommates, figure out some creative way to live together. And it is uncomfortable.
For sure.
It is very.
I also think that's part of life, though. Like, I do think that's
what the parents are saying, I think. All right. If you don't do this now you're 19, you're 20, there's a girl that you can work at the froyo place or whatever.
Yep.
And then get on your way.
Yep.
And that's how the parents learned. That's how I learned. And I was like, I would say at the beginning, I was like, I like to be a comedian. And I was like, I want to be selling out theaters on my own. Well, you can't do that at the beginning. Mm-hmm. What you have to do is there's a mom that her kid is having a karate themed birthday and it's $400 and I got to go take that gig. You don't want to, but you go, I'm looking at this money, I got to pay rent.
Yep.
So I have to. But if you're living at home and you're trying to be a comedian and then they go, hey, the karate themed birthday, you go, I don't have to take that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not struggling. And I know people in my circle that are not under the stress of that.
Yes.
And they act different.
I think
they act different and they work different and they behave different.
That's a massive percentage, I think, of people in Nashville, period. There's a lot of people still on parents' payroll. They will not own it, but it is true.
A lot
the
of
more
them.
You hang around, the more you see it.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad you said this because it's not the payroll, but it is the payroll.
Yeah.
Because there's like an emergency card or like maybe rent is covered or maybe I still got the gas or
even just knowing your parents have it to give it to you if you need it.
Yeah, mine didn't.
Yeah, same.
Mine didn't.
It's crazy.
And I think that was the best thing that ever happened. And that's what these parents, I don't know them, but I think that's what they're trying to say.
You're playing with house money, essentially, because you can't fail at that point financially. So
you can't fail.
Hit Broadway, blow it out.
Yeah,
go for it.
Or even a boss says like, hey, can you like I know, like, can you come in after work? Mm-hmm. You go, no.
Right.
Because I don't.
You don't need it.
I don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
And that complex radiates through everything. So you say, hey, Louis CK has that bit about, like, it's crazy, like back in the day, like before credit cards, you just like run out of money and you're just like, I guess I can't do any more stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what, until
I'm on empty.
Yeah. Can you go? No. But that doesn't exist because there is credit is kind of your parents, but and a lot I've seen on TikTok, like, I'm just going to like run up all the credit cards until I die.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, well, that's not a way to get ahead. Like, like, I guess, but you're not using a credit card to start a business. You're using a credit card to shop.
I would be curious if you could never run this study, but I'd love to see of influencers at, like, I don't know, let's call it 500,000 followers or above.
Yeah.
How many of them still, talk about being subsidized,
yeah,
are getting funds from somebody in their family in any form whatsoever.
In any or like you see, like I saw this meme that was like poor people, mom and dad work. Middle class, dad works, mom has part-time job. Upper class, dad works, mom doesn't. Upper class, dad works, mom has side business that loses $100,000 a year.
Nice.
Meaning like,
yes.
This is not a for-profit. This is not like
she's a write-off.
Yeah.
Her business is a write-off.
But I shouldn't even. You know what? I'm gonna retract that because I shouldn't say gender.
Yeah,
it could be the opposite.
Oh, for sure.
It could be the opposite.
Yep.
Yeah, I said that. That's an
Fair
old.
correction.
That's an old way of thinking.
Yep.
Probably mostly true, but it's an old way of thinking. But yeah, so you go, oh, this isn't like a. I mean, I know you. I know that a lot of the guys that film for me that are like we guys that like we run businesses.
Yep.
And we look at the bottom line, and there's other people that don't.
Yeah, they don't have to.
They don't have to look at the bottom line.
Yeah.
So you go, oh, this is not a. There's a safety net, I guess.
Yes,
and
I want to be clear. That's okay.
Also okay.
Because like I hope to someday be in a position where I can help my children financially. So like it's fine, but don't pretend like it's
not,
all
that's
you.
That's a good way to say it.
Because it's not, and that's really unfair.
And in relativity to everyone on the planet, we had the biggest safety net.
Yeah,
I'm
top
saying
1% of the world.
Yeah. So
again,
they were like,
out.
We had to struggle. Like, nah, okay,
it's not that
you didn't.
Right.
We had an education, and we had, but you were we were never really on our own.
Right.
You could always move home.
Yeah.
I
can move home right now.
Yeah. So could I.
For sure.
So
and I don't think they charge me rent.
They wouldn't. Mine wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're trying to put it in context, I guess, of this city, maybe.
Sure.
And there's a lot of people that you go, okay, what? Like, what do you do? What?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, and it's very like
I know there's no way you make that much money.
Yeah.
Like I know what you do. I know what the charge
and also,
is.
And also, I'll say I know internet money.
Mm-hmm.
I know internet money.
Nice.
I know how much a video makes.
Yes.
I know how much that following makes. And if you say you have 30,000 followers and you don't.
Yep.
You don't.
It was a big, and like I'm speaking for myself on this too.
Yeah.
My perspective shifted drastically probably like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I realized what we're talking about.
Yep.
And it helped me be like, oh, so when I think there's something that doesn't add up, it's like 97% true. Yeah. That's usually correct. Yeah. And so like if you take this in whatever context you're hearing it in, I guess, but like for me, it put me in a spot where I just went, oh,
okay.
Everyone's lying. Great.
And that's fine. And that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah. You're out here and if I
play my own game. That's what it turned into. You can't compare anything.
And man, if we have kids one day and they're like, I want to move to, like if they said, I'm not going to go to college. All right. So how much is off your books?
Well, so
$50,000 a year off your books.
Yeah.
And you go, I'll buy you a condo in Nashville.
Yep.
Or wherever.
Yeah.
And you go get a job. All right.
Sounds and also great jumpstart for you.
And kid. I'm not gonna. Nice. That's not. I'm not gonna lose that because I'll sell that when you're done in 4 years. And it's somebody's lived there, so I'll make money.
Yeah. So it's an investment now.
Yeah.
And
you're not,
and your kid's taking care of it.
But
I heard a podcast this week.
I don't know. I go back. Yeah.
My favorite artist, John Bellion, when he graduated high school, went to like music school, didn't want to go do the like typical 4-year thing. Okay. Asked his parents the amount of money that you would have spent. Yeah, the amount of money you would have spent on a 4-year university. Yeah. Can you give it to me as a business loan, and I'll pay it back over time by this? And that funded his music career. Yeah, and it's like, oh, everybody won there, dude. For sure,
that's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, you want to go. Yeah, you want to be a musician. Why should I have to go to accounting? Mm-hmm. Or like, why should I go? Not like why? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like what you're saying, like buy a condo or invest in my career. And
if you wanted to be a jujitsu, like golf. Like same with racing, auto racing is the same way. No one gets to the cup without money. Mm-hmm. So somebody has to have. You could be like, I'm the best driver. Like my driver, Dylan Bates, who drives the car that we sponsor, is like nobody. If you say I'm obsessed with driving, give me. So that's what I would wish these parents would do. They go, hey, you can live rent free for how much are you going to give them? A year. Mm-hmm. A year. Go. Either you're out in a year or I see proof of employment. But you're a parent. You don't want to be like, right. But I guess you do. After they turn,
I don't know. So yeah, it's a slippery slope.
Slippery slope.
Blurred
Let's
lines,
get
I
to
don't
what do you want to go to? Let's skip the Twitter community notes. We'll do that next week. Yeah, I want to do that.
You see what Chick-fil-A's doing?
And I haven't seen this.
Okay.
So, we should clarify. We should clarify because it'll be helpful for the listeners. Who brought in what?
Okay.
Who brought in this article?
I brought this one.
All right, and I haven't seen it.
Yep.
But I brought in the other one. Yeah, the other two I brought in.
Yeah, and this was really brought in by my Google algorithm because they threw it at me this morning.
Oh, no.
The headline is, Chick-fil-A hires VP of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Twitter says it's going woke.
Twitter says Chick-fil-A is going woke.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Don't alert the Republicans.
Yep.
Republicans love canceling stuff these days.
So fans of Chick-fil-A are a little bit nervous because Chick-fil-A has obviously always been very strong in their stance on their Christian morals and values.
They have.
And now it looks like with them hiring the VP of DEI, some are concerned that this may indicate a culture shift within the company.
Okay. Hey, listen, the what is it? Director of Diversity, Inclusion, and
Equity and Inclusion.
Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. I'm guessing the first thing they go, hey, open on Sunday. That's the number one. That's and I mean, if Chick-fil-A, that's like part of their their thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That must make them different. And they do have a culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go into a Chick-fil-A, there's a very evident culture there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. From the top down. Absolutely. And people are looking at this going, I don't want to have to boycott this company. Don't make me boycott. I really like my Chick-fil-A.
Okay, when somebody says, I've hired someone for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and they boycott, that's all right. Well, okay. I would say the hiring of this person, it goes bad every time. I would say it's like a basketball player says a racially insensitive term and they got to go to training.
Mm-hmm.
Like he goes, okay, I'll go to training.
Right.
Like I'm not doing any of this.
Yeah.
But I'll go sit through. Oh, he went to training.
That's what you call eyewash. It's just for the look.
Yeah.
It's just
there you
for
go.
optics.
Yeah.
You're just doing it to say you did it.
Yeah. I did it. Yeah.
Do you think that's what this is from Chick-fil-A? Do you think they're just kind of checking a box?
I don't know. Chick-fil-A bowed a knee to the woke mob. That's not okay. I don't agree with that. We don't know. Nothing's come from it.
No,
nothing's come from it. And also, you know how big Chick-fil-A is?
Yeah.
This is not First Baptist Church. You think it is. You think Chick-fil-A is like your First Baptist Church because everybody's Chick-fil-A in their city. They know.
Mm-hmm.
They know their Chick-fil-A owner, right?
Yep.
They know they're like Chick-fil-A is like, oh, I can take my kids to the playground. They know us. We can. It's a very communal, especially the one if you live in like a city that like you have a Chick-fil-A that you go to.
Yeah.
A lot of moms bring their kids in there. They're in there all the time. I bet they have relationships with a lot of people that work there.
Yep.
Because the guy that owns it is in a tie. He's kind of always around. He's around a lot.
Yeah.
The owner, which no other franchise you'd ever see the owner.
At a fast food spot, walking up to your table being like,
never.
Hey, how are you guys enjoying your meal?
Never.
Like,
you would never see Shaq at a Papa John's like, oh, I'm just back here. What?
Y'all enjoying that pizza?
Nah, never. I don't. Okay. Everybody's saying you could. This guy says you bow to another God, lowercase g. There's only one God. You cannot serve both. You choose who you want to serve. I choose the Lord. You're done with All right. Lynn's Piper Loomis. All right. You said you're done. I wish she would come to the drive-thru, give her a card. Unfortunately, you said you're done on Twitter. Can't serve you.
I think I'd be pro that as well.
I wish that existed so bad.
So if you denounce the brand,
you have to be.
You are on a list, and you now are not allowed to come back until you
solve everything.
Until you claim it again.
Yeah,
publicly.
You have to publicly
profess before men.
Yeah,
that Chick-fil-A is good for you.
Again. Yeah. What's it? Take back your tweet.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I would like to retract this.
Yep.
All right, we'll open up your account. But that's getting a little bit into like where people with the COVID vaccine.
Anytime you're putting people on lists,
any list activity is a little tough.
Yeah,
but hey, no, we can't do that. Yeah,
that's where people are at.
I wish because people would say the same thing about Target or Bud Light. You're gonna drink Bud Light again.
Yeah,
you're gonna.
Yeah,
you're gonna.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna. Now it's cool to like go to the so and so over Memorial Day. Look at all the Bud Lights left. That will wear off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of what I don't like Quiznos.
Okay.
I hate Quiznos.
Wow.
I'll go on record to say I hate Quiznos.
Oh wow, dude.
I didn't. I was treated one time when I went in there. It was just First of all, I don't like their sandwiches that much, and I don't think they're around that much, are they?
No,
they used to be everywhere. Good, they're going out of business.
Yeah,
I don't like them. I just don't like them. I wish for them to fail.
Wow,
I was not treated appropriately in there. I thought it was disrespected, and I think something with money or there's some kind of. I go, you know what? I'm done with this.
Yep.
And I did. I think I got somebody. They took somebody in line over me, and I thought it was race related. It probably wasn't, but I thought there was some kind of like. I go, you know what? I'm done with this, and I would never say that publicly, or I guess I have here. But I've thought this for 10 years.
Yeah,
I was in college. It was in college, so more than 10 years.
Oh wow.
Where I go, but I have eaten there. Like if there's nothing, I don't prefer to eat there. But I'm not like Enterprise rental car charge me extra because I popped a tire. I will never. I go, you will, you will.
Yeah.
United Airlines. That was in the bit. That was in the show.
Right.
I will never fly United, and then it's like $99 direct to Denver.
Maybe not.
You
Denver,
will.
but yeah.
You are obsessed with Chick-fil-A. You read that article, and you're done with Chick-fil-A. You're lying.
Yeah,
you are lying.
Are there any fast food chains that like you would like really rally behind indefinitely forever? Like anyone that you would like, I don't know, like wear a shirt for or something like that?
I mean, Taco Bell. Yeah, I didn't see where you're going with the end of that. Yeah.
This episode brought to you by...
Fit it out, bro.
Dude,
look at this Taco Bell shirt.
A sick shirt, bro.
With people, if we clip any of this for the internet, they're going to be like, what's going on with that guy's shirt?
What is this fast food pod that we're listening to right now?
It's like, wait, like anything I could say about anything on the society or politics, like, wait, is he wearing a Taco Bell?
Taco Bell had to put a statement out.
The judge goes, thrown out. If I came to court in this, they'd be like, no. Whatever.
Absolutely
no.
not. Yeah.
I have all the evidence. I have video of here. I have the person saying they're guilty. No.
Yeah.
You're wearing a Taco Bell shirt. We can't. No. We can't take that.
All right, let's move on.
I got to talk. Yeah. We're gonna keep an eye on this.
Yeah. I think that's really what it comes down to is like, I think it's good for them to make this higher. I think that's great to have somebody with their eyes on those things.
Also, yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Also, I think I would say that like the very Christian right is like they think Chick-fil-A is more on their side than they are.
I would agree.
Chick-fil-A is trying to make money.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is trying to get rich.
Yep.
They are Christian.
Yep.
They are founded on Christian morals and they're closed on Sunday.
Yeah.
But Chick-fil-A is not, they're always like, oh, Chick-fil-A, like my son like didn't have an ice cream cone. And I was like, yeah, for money. I mean, or percentage wise.
Yeah.
They are not as on your team as you, and I love Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Well, it's like when you've talked about
thousands of dollars to Chick-fil-A, millions of dollars.
It's like when you've talked about like when everybody who works like at a church or for a church, does everybody have to share the same faith?
Yeah.
Right down to the lawnskeeper. Does he need to believe in Christ? Like what is
that's
same deal. Like there's people who work at Chick-fil-A every day at very high levels, I'm sure, who are not Jesus people.
No, and you don't have to be to work there.
That's fine.
And but you're like but you go, hey, if they were like, there's this other like slaughterhouse that we can get the chickens for that is like, it would increase the ROI. They go, yeah. But this guy, you're like,
even though it's called 666 Slaughterhouse,
yeah,
but like
it's still they make good meat.
Pennies on the dollar.
Hey,
you know?
got to. All right, that's hilarious.
Let's move on. This one got sent to us a ton. So this one is from the fans this week.
Oh yeah,
and this is climate protesters.
So good.
I believe in Sweden. Let me make sure I have that right. Yes,
we got sent this a bunch this week. I got sent it. You got sent it.
So this is Swedish version of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh yeah, baby.
Climate protesters stormed the stage with it looks like
same type thing they do every time.
Yeah, some sort of dry paint and signs and all that.
Yeah.
And but the highlight is what happened when they stormed the stage.
They stormed the stage with all their boom. That's a form tackle. He came out. A guy comes out with the. I mean, gone. Dude.
That angle is my favorite.
That is and they dragged him. Oh yeah, dude, get him out of here. But see ya. You. That's a form tackle, dude. That's Richard Sherman.
I love that he's behind the sign, so he doesn't see it coming.
That is That's to the head, and that's an expensive camera too.
Yeah, dude.
I wonder. All right, so there's. I mean, gone. All right, there's a couple different cameras here. Mm-hmm. There I've seen a crane camera where it's just operated by the guy,
Mhm.
where he's just going.
Right.
And then there's the one on the controllers where you have the whole thing moves. Do you think that was pre-planned?
Hitting him with it? With the camera?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I don't think so
I
either.
think it just was conveniently perfect.
And that is it hits him in the face, and his head was over. Yeah, it had to have been. That's choreographed.
Yes,
that dance is choreographed.
The sweep in with the camera is.
But that song, they could choreograph it to the song, and it come over here. That's like a football game, or the Grammys is better, where this one comes. Hey, when he does the chorus, you got to come around here. When he does the rap song, come in here. Camera 5, sweep in. Yeah. That is planned.
Camera 5, kill Protestor.
Just Yahtzee. I love it.
They kept going with the dance too. They didn't even break stride.
Didn't they?
Right behind. They just keep going.
Did they
no
win?
worries. They just keep going.
Did they win?
I don't know if they won.
Yeah.
I think we're all the real winners.
Yeah. Or Doom. I mean, no one has seen this show ever, and now we're seeing it in America. So I think we win.
It's phenomenal, dude.
Get out of here, dog. I wonder what that says.
The sign?
It's something about.
They're from Restore Wetlands.
Okay. Dude, just please.
Just getting less creative with the names. Just stop oil, restore wetlands.
Now it's just like, now, I mean, where do they come from?
Protect our parks.
Yeah. Also, let me say again, beta male. In every single one of these. The woman is coming out. Watch it from the start again. Watch. They're coming out from the side. Woman leading. Beta guy. That girl is the leader. She's the one throwing the stuff. The other one's throwing the stuff. And he was like, hey, can I throw stuff? No, we don't have. What about I'll get a sign. Okay. All right. I guess we'll be the muscle behind this. We'll take it. And then you can, sure.
I like this guy in the suit on the left here in this angle. He comes in at the end and he looks like he's going to do something and then realizes, oh, it's over. And he just walks off like, yeah, this is no big deal.
Boom.
Right here on the left, he comes in and then he goes, oh, y'all got it. Yep.
Yeah. That's like, y'all, that's the ultimate disrespect.
Good response time here.
Oh, we need more security guards. Oh, no, this is a kid. This is a beta male kid wearing a pair of Vans.
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
You guys got it from here.
Yeah. Oh, one security guard got it? Yeah. Y'all got it.
Yeah. So they got They got arrested and we're questioned about this.
He gone, everybody.
That's that one.
Wait, we might have to wait for some of this for next week.
Okay. We can hold it.
Yeah. I got a Judgment House stories. Dang it. Let's get to one.
Okay.
Can we get to one? And then, let's get to one.
Yeah.
The Judgment House was huge for us last week.
Yeah.
Everybody was into the Judgment House. The Judgment Houses, and even Alex has been informed himself.
I'm still weirded out
as he
by
should
it.
be. As he should be.
It scares me. All right.
Oh, no.
You into this one?
Yeah.
Love the podcast. Okay, so about 10 years ago, my kids wanted to go to a haunted house, and I thought to myself, I need to find a Judgment House.
Okay, that's where it goes wrong, dude. That's where it goes wrong.
To scare the quote.
So you want to be scared.
Right.
You want to be scared, but you want to have it like the Christians are always trying to like take things like the same emotions and like last minute redirect.
Yes.
Like, Christian. Yeah.
I wanted to scare the quote hell out of my kids.
Yeah.
We live in Murfreesboro, and I found one in Smyrna.
Let me just say that city is a walking Judgment House. Like that, like the city of Murfreesboro. Hey, I want to go to Judgment House. Go to Walmart, dude. That is literally go on the strip in Murfreesboro.
It's Judgment Town.
Yeah, that's Judgment.
It's a fully immersive.
Just go outside.
You were there.
I live in Murfreesboro. That's scary.
You're
enough.
living in Act 4 right now.
You made it out. Yeah.
I was so excited, and me and my husband really worked the kids up about how this is going to be better than a haunted house.
Because we thought that when yep.
You got to sell it.
Yep.
We show up to a church and walk in, and I could tell from the get-go that I had made an error.
Oh, all right. All right. I bet that's pretty common in parenting. You talk something. I feel like that way in a relationship. You're like, hey, this concert or the last time they came to town or this is this restaurant. And you go, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
You sold it to the person who didn't want to come. And now you're like, dang.
This isn't the only one that came in that had that intertwined in it too. There's another one that was like, I knew we made a mistake.
Yeah.
Knew I had made an error, but hoped that the acting and displays were better than the old people welcoming us into.
Yeah, so you come into the lobby and you go, I don't think this is well funded, right? I don't think this is well funded. Yeah, perfect.
We went through the opening room and it was terrible. The acting was atrocious. The setup was just white sheets, and my kids just looked at me with such disgust.
Yeah.
Because all their friends are at this sick haunted house right now. And they're just here.
Yeah.
I now know that I have to get us out of this situation. We get ushered into the second room, and now my husband has the death stare on me. Oh, so this was his choice.
Okay, so you go. Yeah, all right. Yeah. So it's this chronology of like, but you go, oh, this doesn't seem well. You're like, this is not like,
We might not need to see the rest, basically.
Yeah,
We've seen enough.
You go to a circus and you're like, oh, this isn't like Barnum and Bailey, but you're looking around here. I don't think there's an elephant.
These animals look sad.
Yeah.
We should get out of here.
I don't think this is different. Yeah.
So she goes, I panicked and pinched my baby on her leg, and she started crying. I tried to shush her like I didn't know why she was crying, and she started to stop, and I pinched her again, and she started screaming.
That's unbelievable, dude.
I ran for the door and asked for a way out for my family as we needed to take the baby home. The whole scenario was a nightmare. Thanks for the laughs. Hey, when in doubt, child abuse. That's all.
Dude, I wonder if parents do that. I wonder if parents do that with their kids to get out of stuff.
Dude, that's crazy.
I've never heard of that.
What does that do to the kid?
All right, so you pinched the kid so it would start crying?
Yeah.
And then it stopped crying, and then you pinch it again. You're like, I got to get out of this, baby. That's a diversion I never heard before.
It's an interesting
Make
move.
your kid cry so you can get out of something.
Yeah.
I've heard kids crying and then having to go, for a movie or a church service. I got to go. This kid, but I gathered they wanted to stay.
Well, now I'm going to be paying attention anytime a baby starts crying. I'm immediately going to be like, come on, man. Are you really, really crying?
What if a baby's cry at my shows all the time? Now?
Oh, I don't want to out this mom, but if it's her, now you know.
Listen, I'd love to stay. I would really love. Yeah, it looks like I don't think his comedy's getting better. Yeah, I gotta go. That's nuts, dude.
I've never ever heard of something like that.
But we watched a movie. I don't know what it was. I watched with my girlfriend like a movie that from my childhood that it was like, this is the one, and you watch it and you go, oh.
Not good.
No, it's not.
It's
good.
so sad too.
And it's not. It's like the acting's not good, and like the storyline's not good.
Yep.
And it's not quality film either. And like the jokes aren't. It was like comedies that I thought, man, when I was like I was like, oh, you will love this movie, and it was like, really? It's that energy.
It's so disappointing.
It's so disappointing. But I guess if you watch it by yourself and you still think it was funny.
Probably. I refuse to go back and watch Napoleon Dynamite again because I feel like I would hate it.
I you know what the movie I watched was Van Wilder.
Nice.
Which is a Burt movie.
That's Burt's story.
Yeah, this is originally, and I was like, man, this movie was hilarious.
Yep.
It is, and it was not.
It's not.
It's not. And it wasn't the like crude humor was just like not. I thought it was like clever. It was just like. What are we doing?
Thinking back to all the conversations you've had in the last decade when you're telling people like, dude, Van Wilder is like it's a masterpiece.
My favorite movie. It's like this is it. But I don't want to be. You don't want to abandon it.
No,
you don't. Here's what you don't want to do.
It's a part of you.
What the mom doesn't want to do is goes like, hey guys, gather around. I'm so sorry. I made a mistake here. I'm gonna take y'all to Chili's. You can get a skillet cookie, and then I'm gonna own this.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing that.
No,
you're not doing that. You're gonna
pinch your kid and run out of it.
Yeah, dude, I get it, man. I get it. Yeah, I got it.
I love it. No judgment.
Was there one more or no?
No judgment. Yeah.
No judgment.
No judgment on that one. You're good. In the judgment house.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, y'all, this episode had me cracking up. I grew up in an Assembly of God church, and you better believe that I've attended my fair share of judgment houses.
Oh, yeah, Assembly of God. Yeah,
I can't believe how prevalent these things are.
You've never heard of these?
No. I honestly thought, shouts out my parents, I guess. Yeah. I honestly thought they were a thing of the distant past.
So did I, by the way.
Like 80s, early 90s, but back in 2011-ish, the church that we attended hosted one.
And I've seen them, I don't know if they exist post-COVID, but I've seen, the one we had was in 2019.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I guess that would be that's pre-COVID, October 2019.
Yep. Yeah, right before. Might have been a super spreader. You never know.
Yeah, it could have been.
By this time, I had a kid of my own and stupidly thought it would be a fun idea to share one of my childhood experiences with her. So same that you're talking about.
Hell yeah, baby.
My darling 8-year-old sat wide-eyed, all caps, the entire time while I sat silently shaming myself for subjecting her to such ridiculousness. At the end...
Eight, bro.
At the end, when the invitation to accept Christ was given, her little hand shot right up in the air so fast that it pulled her to her feet.
Yeah.
She was terrified of hell's flames.
I don't even know if I should laugh at this.
Needless to say, I reminded her that she had already had a relationship with Jesus and that her future was secure. Pretty sure this memory has or will come up in her therapy sessions.
Oh, yeah. All right. You're so embarrassed of it that they try to get saved and you go, hey.
You got it already.
A parent saying, a kid raising their hand for salvation and the mom going, hey. That has to be guilt. That's the highest level of guilt.
Well, it's like
That's
clearly like you didn't get it. Like clearly the message didn't hit that was supposed to hit. You already have this.
No,
dude.
I mean, if you go, that's when we used to do like mission trips to like Honduras or something. And we were like, we do this play where like rich Western white people come to this village. We're like, we have a gift. Not a gift. I shouldn't put it in quotes. We have the gift of salvation for you. Also, if you come up here, we have candy. They do. They will anything you say. They were like, yeah. I want that. Yeah. What is it? I don't know. It's a prayer. I don't know. I just
say these words and I get candy. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. The fact that she goes, the invitation to get saved, and she raised her hand, and mom goes, hey, no, you already have this. That's
8 years old, bro.
But yeah, that's not a lot. Because they were like, it's at church. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, because I went to them pretty young.
Yeah,
it's at church, so it must be good. I mean, it's for kids. It's a church,
right?
That's what every comedy show I've ever had. If it's at church, they must have vetted it.
Must be good.
Must be fine.
Yeah.
An abortion clinic table is for someone to watch.
That's disturbing right now for me.
Yeah, to say those words. Yes. I wouldn't. And also, I mean, how would anyone know what that looks like?
Right.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. One last thing to end on.
That if all your knowledge of that was from what you learned at Judgment House, that's probably That's going to leave you.
Yeah, well, that's a deeper. Yeah, there's a lot more to unpack there that we'll just leave alone.
Much more.
To end us. In the Tow Patrol episode, there's an email. In the Tow Patrol episode, you guys all unanimously
there's
agreed.
a band called Snow Patrol.
There is.
Is that what was that reference off that?
Yeah.
Okay. Funny.
Yeah.
Who comes up with the titles?
Andrew does typically.
Andrew does.
Yeah.
Or Kathleen.
Andrew usually.
Those are some of them are.
We'll all kind of great. We'll collab on it every now and then, but mostly it's him.
He said, "What does he throw out? 3?"
We usually have 2 or 3 that we're between. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've never been included in any of those.
No, one time there was. I forget which episode it was.
Did I nix it?
We had one that was wild.
and I was
like, we have to run this by John. We can't just, it's his show on this, man. We can't just throw it on there. We ran it by you and you were like, I see why that one would be good, but it's probably not the one to go with.
All right, cool. I see what you're thinking.
Yes.
I see what you're thinking.
Right idea.
Yeah. But whatever the stuff is on socials, whoever...
The captions and everything are Kathleen.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, some of her, and the edits are Andrew.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yep.
Yeah. So Andrew edits
Andrew and Easton.
And sends it to Kathleen.
Yeah.
To caption.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows our process.
Now we know.
In the Tow Patrol episode, you guys all unanimously agreed that Nevada's capital is Reno. That is wrong. I am a Canadian, and I even know it's Carson City, eh?
Okay. I don't need that attitude.
Some Canadian tone there. John.
Hey, I'm Canadian. You don't need to say that. I don't even know anything about your place, but I know that.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, because I knew it wasn't Vegas.
Right.
That was my only thought. I go, I think it's not Vegas.
Yep.
I think it's
Yep. So it's not Reno either. I guess
Carson City. Imagine if you're in middle school and your parents go, "We're going on vacation, Vegas, Reno, Burning Man." No. You would take kids to Burning Man. No, kids. Carson City.
That's a different kind of judgment.
They got a go-kart track and a mini golf outside of Carson City. We're going all week.
I love that.
Yeah. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Net positive. We'll see you next week. Baby.
I mean, yeah, sure, it was a little weird, but on the net, it was a positive. It was a positive. You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.